Hey bears, I am the Gaming-Grizzly and welcome back to Identity 5. And today I want to show you 20 little secrets and details you might have known before. If you have found something in the game that you think might be an interesting detail, make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also make sure to support the channel by leaving a fat like and of course share this video with all of your friends. And if you are new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with Identity 5, make sure to subscribe to the Gaming-Grizzly. Alright, I will go through all the different maps that are available at the moment and we will start with the Sacred Heart Hospital. The first interesting thing on this map are the statues. Have you ever looked at the main statue that is near the hospital building? Well, it is a pretty interesting looking statue, but look at her face. It is following you. Isn't that creepy? Holy heck, the first time I saw this I was freaking out. It is a really cool detail, but there are more statues located on the map. Let's check out the two right at the entrance of the hospital. On the left side we can see a mother holding her little baby, which is, at least in my opinion, a pretty normal statue design for a hospital. But on the other side of the entrance we can see, I would say, the same woman, but this time she is fighting a snake trying to protect her baby. Maybe this symbols a fight with the devil or something like that. In the inside of the hospital we can find a total of 3 dead bodies laying around. One on the first floor and the other 2 on the second floor, which is, in my opinion, pretty scary. I mean, sure, this is a horror game, but we actually never saw any dead bodies so far. We can also see a really interesting black outline of a person on the emergency table, which raises the question, what happened here? Who is this poor person that was operated here? This is so terrifying. Alright, so the next 2 details I've noticed are a little bit smaller, but still pretty interesting in my opinion. What we can see right here is the complete hospital building, but did you ever notice that there is a 3rd floor? Just imagine if we could actually reach the 3rd floor, that would be pretty dope. But it would probably cause a lot of chaos. But we never had a 3rd story building in the game so far. It would definitely be really interesting. The next little detail on this map are the small puddles around the hospital. We can see the toxic bubbles escant on the surface of those puddles. Maybe this is because they are just throwing away the medical waste into the landscape. Who knows? So those were the small details that I found on the hospital map. Did you already know all of this? Or do you even have more details? If so, make sure to leave me a comment about them. And let's continue with the arms factory map. The first little detail that I never really realized is that they put broken tanks all around the map. I mean, of course I already saw that this map has a lot of old stuff lying around, but somehow I never really noticed that those are actually tanks. And on the other hand, we have those old cars standing around. I actually found 3 of them all around the map. And isn't it weird that the tanks are broken, but those cars are in perfect condition? And the funny thing about the tanks and about the cars is that the tanks are extremely small compared to the cars. I mean, those cars are bigger than the tanks. Like, what are those tanks? Toy tanks? And if we go into the arms factory, we can see a few different things. For example, the machines, some pictures on the wall and some bags in the corner. So we can see a company icon on the machines and we will find the same icon on the pictures on the wall. So they are somehow connected. And I want you guys to remember this specific picture right here, because we will find the same picture on a different map. Maybe those 2 maps are connected in some way. But what I also found out is that this is not the company icon of the factory, because on the bags in the corner right here we can see a different logo that actually says the name of the factory. Well, that might be a lot of speculation, but maybe this company has something to do with all of what is going on in and around the mansion. And that is actually everything that I was able to find around this map. What was your favorite detail so far? And did you find something else on the arms factory map? Let me know. Okay, let's get to the next map, the Red Church. And I have to be honest, I didn't really find that many little details on this map. Maybe you found more. The first thing is the little dungeon-like grave right here. A lot of you guys ask me what we can read on the grave since it's Chinese. Well, it basically says, this is not a dungeon. The devs added this little joke in the game. It looks a little bit like a dungeon, so they simply wrote that it isn't a dungeon. I wish they would add more little funny things to the game like this. And the second thing that raised a lot of questions, at least for me, is the wedding area in front of the church. We know that the geisha probably had her wedding right here, since the trailer of the geisha takes place right here. And I mean, she has a bride skin, right? But what exactly happened here? Why is everything devastated? And who is the husband of the geisha? Maybe we will get to know all of this one day, when they release a story part for the geisha. Alright, so let's get to the last map for today, the Lakeside Village map. And can you remember the logos that we were able to see in the arms factory? And especially this picture? Well, it turns out that this exact same picture also is in the Lakeside Village map. Maybe there's a connection between those two places. Maybe they produced cannons at the arms factory that they were delivering to the ships they built in this village. It would be so interesting to know the connection between those two places. So let's get into the ship. And here we can find two interesting little details. The first one is the map that hangs right in the middle of the ship, that is actually glowing and turning into Chinese letters. I sadly wasn't able to translate it, but if you can, please leave me a comment in the comment section below what this is all about. I am really curious. The second thing is the pirate flag right here. It somehow reminds me a lot of the Feaster. I mean, an octopus-like flag with this huge wheel on the back? Definitely the Feaster. Does that actually mean that this ship belongs to the Feaster? Maybe he was the captain of it. That would be so awesome. The next little detail is a little bit more fun. I just wanted to share it with you guys because it made me smile. Just look at this silly smiling swordfish right here. I found a couple of them hanging around in small buildings, but they are just so freaking silly. I love them. And if we check out the windmills, we will find that one is glowing up, but it is just this one windmill, and it's shining in a beautiful pink. What we can see on the inside of the windows is a little butterfly, and this could be a connection to the perfumer. She also has a butterfly skin, which is basically the same color. But I'm wondering what the connection between the perfumer and the Lakeside Village windmills could be. Also, have you noticed that there are fishing nets out there on the sea? I mean, this village was abandoned, but it still seems like there is someone living here trying to catch fish. Isn't that weird? And if we go to the basement on this map, we can also find a strange sign. Well, actually we can find it in different basements on different maps. But still, there is a sign with a person. I would say it's a hunter on it. But why is it there? What is the purpose of it? And the last little detail that I was always wondering about is the strange spider-like monster that we can see in the waiting lobby from time to time. Like, what is this thing? It's not a hunter, at least none that I would know of. It is just a strange huge creature living somewhere around the mansion. How did no one ever ask what this monster is? I'm so curious. I would love to know what's going on with that monster. But well, that's it. Those were my 20 secrets and details that I found all around the different maps. Did you find something else that is cool? Please let me know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video, please support this channel by leaving a big fat like. And of course, share this video with all of your friends. And if you want to stay up to date to Identity V, make sure to subscribe to the Gaming-Grizzly. I really hope you all have a great day and see you all in the next video. Bye bye!